Hello, everybody. Blessed new moon. Everyone's okay. Everyone's jumping on. I see everybody now. Hi, Rayanne. So as we get more people on, I'm going to actually be posting this in our YouTube channel, which is the Luxunis channel, simply because just to cast our net, to connect with people, to let them know about the Moon Alchemy group that's here on Facebook, so they can connect, especially during these times, to a community of magical folk, people who are in charge of mastering their skills and extending their magic into the world. So right now we have opened our doors, so we are open for enrollment. We'll put it also down in the box for YouTube or the rebroadcasting, the link to join on Facebook. That will be for the Luxunis Sisterhood. Now there are 3 questions that you must answer to be considered for membership. So please think of your answers as you're answering, so we can get to know you and explain to us why it is that you're drawn to the sisterhood. So the sisterhood is closing very soon, and it will not open again until the fall. So it is free to join, and there's a tremendous amount of amazing people there. The sisterhood is phenomenal. So I encourage all of you who feel guided to not procrastinate. This is a wonderful way also to keep in touch and to just be reminded of the power of your magic. Everybody is getting on. I see that. Hi, Dawn. I'm so glad you're here. So thank you. Thank you, PK. Clearing energy. So let's talk a little bit about what is happening. And I know that a lot of people are still working, or some people are getting close to not, or people are already on strict orders to stay home and to go out only for essentials. This is an interesting time right now in the world. And as you stay close to your spiritual allies, your spiritual team, your sisterhood, we encourage each other. We're all in this, right? All of us together. And what we understand is there's just so much involved in this pandemic. And my take is, not going into the politics or any of that type of, but coming from a spiritual standpoint, looking at it from a different lens, which I'm sure all of you are working on doing, just to remind you that this is happening to all on some level. We are all affected on some level. Now, beyond that scope, because we can be integrated with or inundated with so much of this energy, it can become it can really paralyze you from moving into, we can't even say everyday life, because we can go throughout our life, and those of us who have the blessing to work at home and kind of move through the motions, you can still feel the energy. You can still feel there's something pulling at your field. And why? Because we're all part of this matrix. We're all part of the human dynamic. So whether you do work from home, or whether you've had to come and work at home, or right now you are just waiting to go back to work, or whatever position you find yourself in, understand that there are opportunities that are coming. The magical community is powerful. We have the gift to see things beyond what the lens is for the world. We have the gift to see beyond the illusion and to have discernment, to practice discerning skills. And that is to really look at what is happening. Now, we're not talking hidden agendas. We're not talking about that may be at your attention, and that may be your viewpoint. But let's pull back a little bit and look at everything and why it's here. One of the reasons, when you think about a virus, just in general, you understand that there's a discord, a disharmony that's happening in the body. It's something that has been introduced into the system that obviously is foreign, and the body goes through fighting it. And it's really interesting how doctors do not have cures for viruses. To say a virus that you just come in and say, I have a virus, they can do the typical things: rest, hydrate, do all that kind of stuff. But viruses are basically, there's not a lot of cure for viruses, because they are unknown as to why their origins start, for the most part. We can look at them from a traumatic point of view, and there is an exodus happening, unfortunately, which happens when if you really look at when there is a shift in our world, there is usually an exodus that happens with people who are going to be serving at the other side of things, because we understand the scope is much bigger than we understand. And as we are shifting, our DNA is shifting. That would make sense as to why we are evolving. What we can now, or what we're immune to now, our ancestors were not immune to even 100 years ago. Okay? So our DNA is evolving. We are awakening, and there is a major shift occurring. Now, for those who have resisted, we talked about this so much last year, resisted the transition, have resisted the work, a lot of them are feeling the effects of this. They are being faced with fear. Their chakras are going into overload, especially the lower chakras, because that stability, that's how you interact with the world. Remember, we talked about this four vibration, how you are seen in the world, how you are responding to the world as the world responds to you. So it's no coincidence that this is happening right now and taking place. Now, what you can do to feel your core, your magical core, your power, what you can do is to exercise and practice the things that you know that put you into a state of ease. So what you can do in these moments is speak to your higher self. Speak to the aspects of self that are not involved in the human dynamic. So what can you do to practice that self-care, to practice strengthening your magical core, the core of your being, the empowered part? What can you do? First of all, like I said, when you talk to high self, when you talk to the higher aspects of yourself that are not plugged into the human drama, you will get some guidance and some answers. You may have to wait for it. You may have to silence after you've made the request and hear and listen to what high self is saying to you. So what I want you all to do, I love that you guys are all talking, and this is so great, and I'm not working right now looking at the feed, so please continue to talk and interact and support each other. But for right now, I want all of you to just focus, okay? So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take some really big, deep breaths. And as you inhale, I just want you to call all of your energy back to you, okay? This is a basic exercise that I've trained all my people to do. And as you hold it in, I want you to just release anything that isn't yours, meaning any concern or stress, or maybe you had conversations with people that really triggered your triggers, right? Just breathe, okay? And go at your own pace, just inhaling, calling your energy back to you. And as you exhale, releasing what isn't yours, okay? And you'll notice that as you breathe deeper and you get to deeper levels of this breath, you're going to feel yourself just slow down a little bit, okay? I want you to work on just intending that your mind becomes more quiet. So I'll let you do this a couple of times. Feeling this space right now, being completely present in this moment. Let nothing distract you or take you away from this magic, this moment. In this space of peace and complete clarity, I want you to picture through your mind's eye a powerful, powerful beam of light that extends and far reaches to the beginning and ends that you cannot even measure. Understanding that this is your high self. I want you to connect now and ask high self, say, what in this present moment do I need to know? And breathe. And be open for the answer or the feeling. What in this present moment do I need to know? Breathe deeply into the energy. The message may become a little bit fragmented, or you may get a stream of information. Accept exactly what is given. Pulling in this energy, this powerful stream of energy, allow it to enter you. Let it anchor into you, strengthening your inner spiritual core. Let this energy fuel you and feed you and give you the stamina that you need during these times. Let your inner well overflow with power, with a true sense of self, understanding that this vantage point is only one perspective of many that you are able and capable of viewing. Thanking your high self. Return to your body with your eyes still closed, breathing deeply, integrating what was shared with you, what you felt, integrating this space. Be in this moment for a moment and understand something as you are experiencing things on a human level, which is absolutely part of your path here on earth, to feel things as a human. We are also meant to transcend them, meaning to feel them, acknowledge them, and then move above them, healing these aspects of self that get triggered in moments of helplessness, feeling chaos, feeling unstable, feeling like the winds of influence blow us to and fro. Re-anchored now, rest assured that everything will work in your favor, in your highest good, at the most divine time. Open your eyes and return to this moment. And notice how you feel now versus before we started this. How do you feel? I want you to remember now, no matter what happens, no matter what the external world is reflecting to you, you have choice. You have choices, even when you feel that you don't. Nothing is withheld if you know how to ask the right questions. And that is something that is coming more forward in this time. And that is, nothing can be hidden forever. And as we work on ourselves, we have access to truth. Allowing yourself to not be repressed in movement, right? And that means in just the way you think and the way that you perceive things. Move beyond the confines that you've set for yourself and be willing to see something different. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love it, everybody. Hi to everybody who joined after we were talking. So yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. I love everybody sharing. Continue to do so. So this is a powerful time, okay? And right now, in this moment, in this space, in this group, I want you to really consider how it is so important that we have already set up this system where we can connect no matter where we are via video, via live stream, and you can receive a connection. You can receive what you need. You can receive a reminder of what you may already know, but maybe forget during the times that you're out in the world integrating our base, or not, maybe that was what it was, out in the world or at home integrating with things. That you hold your magical core very powerful. I have a saying, remember your magic, meaning remember like your magic, doing your magic, but remember your apostrophe R-E, magic. Remember that you are magic. Remember where your origins come from, that transcend this human dynamic. Okay? We're all here together, but we all have tools, and we've been building up for these moments. Believe it or not, you have been prepped for this time. It all has been agreed upon. All the players are in place. This is exactly what needs to be for what is happening right now. So do not see yourself as a victim to anything that is happening. Give yourself the space to see beyond it. And there's a lot of things going out there right now. So, okay. I am going to be pulling some cards. Again, you have this opportunity to make some changes, to shift your life, to do something different. And the thing that stops you is your belief that you have to know more before you get started. You need to have it fully figured out before you take steps in the direction. And what they're saying is begin already with the end in mind. You already know what you want. So just start beginning and taking the steps towards it. They're saying that there's always something new to learn. So for you, again, to have the idea that once you learn all of the things that you need to have in place in order to get started, that'll never really be. You will always improve. You will always make steps. For instance, as an example, when I first started my spiritual path and my offerings as a business, I called it One Ascension. Well, it's shifted now. It's now Luxunis, which transcends. The name is actually even more in alignment with what I do. And so you will make changes. It just happens. It's part of the evolution. And so it's okay to start with one thing and then kind of switch it up as you go along. Okay, I'm trying to get through these so fast. There's so much to say. There's so much to say, right? Okay. I'm going like this because it's so incredible. Okay, so again, you are in a really powerful position. They really want you to remember to pursue what enlivens your soul. And they want you also to call in the All-Mother. Feel her surround you right now in this very moment, but also in the space when you're working your magic. The mother is waiting to connect with you in a very powerful level that will assist you. So good. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so you have these powerful energies that are ready and willing to assist you when you're ready and willing to act. Okay? So I'm excited. There's a lot. So fun. Some stuff has happened in your life right now and you feel a little bit off kilter. There's some things that are happening, and well, yeah, rightfully so, but this is telling me that this is like the Tower card in a way, where change has had to happen in your life, and it was necessary. It's necessary for what's to come. Just sometimes be in the current of where it takes you. Okay. And the best way to do that is to remember that all the things kind of go by the references that you've had in your life before, all the things that you once felt unsure about, even the gifts that you have. You started somewhere right in the beginning and you weren't sure about them, but look at how it worked out. And here's something really important to remember when it comes to our intuition. Align to your heart. Your heart and your intuition alignment will assist you in breaking through the illusions and the fear and the chaos that's going on. Okay, that goes for everybody across the board. Align heart and intuition. And so we intuitively see something, but we need to feel it as well, okay? And that is a really powerful gateway to seeing beyond. Sometimes our root chakra, because of what's happening right now, and we say, okay, in that gut, we feel it. Right now, it's clenching anyway because of just the crap. because of the no toilet paper. Okay, for real. So our root chakras are a little bit misaligned, and so as we're working through to clear them and to rebalance them, heart, intuition, alignment will assist you also in rebalancing the root. You are making huge strides. Do not second guess the progress, okay? You are making huge strides, you're saying. Allow that progress to be integrated. Sometimes when we do things, we think, okay, my gosh, I've been training and I've been running this for this marathon, right? And they're on the treadmill. Like, I'll use Mr. Wallace example. He loves to run. I mean, he'll run like 5-7 miles a day, and it's funny because he's just running a treadmill. And when he was training for the Oklahoma Marathon, he ran it years ago. It felt like he was just, of course, on a treadmill doing the same thing, right? He didn't see a lot of progress, but when it came down to the marathon, he was able to do that 25 whatever miles. And then he was able to see how that helped him. But in the meantime, his daily just running the treadmill didn't feel like much, okay? And that's kind of like you. You're running this gamut, you're doing all these things, and you're doing this stuff, and you may not see the progress yet. And that can feel a little disconcerting and can feel a little bit disheartening. But understand that when it comes down to it, you're going to see the results. You're going to see how all of this work has paid off. You may want to just take a step back. Hold them in a different space and go, okay, you understand that people go through a process. Everybody has a process. You may not need to add your power to that process. You can step back, take a breath, and go, okay, what do I need right now? Do I really need to be integrated into this? Or do I need to do something different that's going to put me in a space of certainty, okay, in an uncertain time? And they say also for you to connect to a space that transcends time and space, meaning go to that part of you, high self, in that transcends anything that's going on around you, all of the unsurety. Connect to that power. And again, this is for everybody. Right now, anchor there. Okay? What we're going through isn't going to last forever. It may feel like it may seem like it, but rest assured we will all transcend this if we do the things that we have been training to do, of which this is one. Also, understand that in this time of change, the one thing that you can count on is your high self to guide you, okay? No matter what is going on, understand that you are powerful. Remember your magic, and remember your magic. So much love. Mucho besos. Mwah.